Strutting. Righteous. We'll exchange places soon enough. Small minds die in cells. Great minds do their finest work. Can I help you? You made a mistake placing me in here, whole and entire. I had generations to plan my return. Do you think, for one moment, that I had not allowed for this eventuality? I glassed so many in my time. Surely you'd like to know where they are. Let me out. Let me out, and I'll show you.
Would you like to hear a story for Nabarus? One that I told my grandchildren when they were small. Very well. Long ago, in the Orokin days, a golden people lived in spoiled luxury. If a body wore out, why, they would take a new one as easily as plucking a maprico. Such was the mystery of the Kuva. So, what became of death and disease? Oh, they were abundant, but not for the Orokin. They were above petty death. Such was their contempt that they decreed a special day on which to make fun of it. On Nabarus, the night of memory, the Shining People laughed at death. They dressed in costumes that recalled the old days of mortality. Skulls grinned, hallways guttered with demon lights. For one night, beauty was banished. Rot and monstrosity held sway. Now, on one very special Nabarus, 3 pretty Orokin were bored, as Orokin so often were. Nabarus no longer holds its magic for me, sighed one. Masks and costumes are for children, grumbled another. Why follow the crowd, mused the third. Are we not the very elite of the elite? Ha ha! Up, my Kissingtons, my luscious loves. Send for blue Kuva and hot lights. I have a sport that will mend all. And in the corridor, behind a curtain, a solitary silent girl heard them and said nothing. Then the 3 were very wicked. For what do you think they did? Down into the streets they went, and they caught 3 poor Ostrans and bore them back to their gilded halls. One they peeled like a fruit and decked out with glassy splinters, and his naked jaws went chitter-chatter-snap. And it echoed all around. Scarlet footprints he left. Another's limbs they twisted and wrenched his neck, and made a bundle of him until he scuttled upsy-downsy like a horrid crab, with his sockets all empty and his stretched-out nose snuffling. The third they pulled thin in hand and foot. She walked, spindly-wise, on long tiptoes like a spider, and her entrails hung delicately down. She whispered, split-tongued and hissing as she went. Fine costumes we've made, chortled the 3 Orokin. Let us now try them on and visit our friends. What shrieking there will be! Oh, our names will live forever in the court for such a prank as this. Now, the silent girl brought them their blue couver, so they could take on these twisted bodies for only a short time before returning to their own. They drank and slept and woke in their 3 horrid forms. Off they went down the stairs, out the door, into the city, into the night of banners and masks and wild hilarity. Chitter-chatter-snap, scuttle-buttle, whispery-hispery. As you can imagine, there were many screams and laughs. Such cleverness, such wit. But in a high room of the tower, the silent girl looked at the faces of the 3 sleeping Orokin. She went and opened a little ivory door that she was not supposed to know about, and drew forth a flask that she would have been glassed for even looking at. A flask of crimson couver, the scarlet seal upon continuity, permanent. And she tipped it down 3 cruel throats. With a little laugh, she went skating away, never to return. There were many screams that nabarous night, but when the sun came up, none screamed so loud as the 3 who found that they were trapped in the hideous bodies they themselves had fashioned forever and ever. So, listen carefully, Tenno, and beware, for you may hear them coming tonight. Whispery-hispery on long stalking bones, scuttle-buttle with his eyes all empty, and skinless, dripping-handed, chitter-chatter-snap. Happy Nabareth!
Have you come here for your latest assignment? There is so much to be done here on... I look forward to your return, as do we all. Much has been hidden from us on Deimos. The old ruins beneath the surface must surely contain the deepest and darkest secrets. Find a way to get inside, and the Necroloid will guide you through. See what's happening down there. Tell me what he has been up to.
The isolation vault entrances are deep beneath the surface. We'll need to enter infestation tunnels to reach.
This one's blocked off.
Hey, that entry looks like it eats stuff. Maybe we can get it to open up if we feed it. That looks yummy for a monster door. Let's find some more.
Very unpleasant, but undoubtedly what we need. Just a little more. That should suffice. Place the components into the vessel. Protect the vessel while it is stewing. The stench is bound to draw infested.
The snack and throw it at the monster door! Yay! Let's go inside before it starts chewing! Wow, it's so toxic in here it'll burn your casing up. We need to do something or the vault won't open.
Certain infested organisms are massively increasing the toxicity levels. Eliminate them.
Hey, we can use infested ick to keep the toxin off you.
The strongest local infested are inbound. This is their last gasp. Defeat these and we should be clear to proceed. Toxicity levels are dropping now the infested have retreated. We can proceed to the isolation vaults. The Entrati ruins are close. Keep pushing, and you will be there in no time. There is a Guardian here, a Necromech. You will need to destroy it so you can explore the ruins. Ah, the Necromech Guardian is here. Defend yourself, Tenno! Well done! One arm down! Keep at it! More of the same!
And he's down! Never doubted you for a minute, Ship!
There is one last obstacle to overcome before access is granted. Right this way. Shed no tears for the Necromech, for they are now relentless enemies to all. And there is no countermanding that. active, it is now possible to open the vault. One obstacle remains.
If you botch it 3 times, the vault locks you out for good. So don't do that, okay? There's all kinds of stuff down here. Some void stuff that never let out of ISO because it was so not fun.
You are to be congratulated, Tenno. Few can confront the guardians of the isolation vaults. A full mastery of the void and all its implications would be helpful, of course. But this must suffice for now.